Welcome back to the 220 Super 1 British Karting Championships here at Whilton Mill. Miles Barthorpe joins me, the leader in the Minimax Championship, and Minimax is up next. Small grid, but that can be sometimes difficult to win a championship, Miles. Great first round for you, though, at PF International. Is that one of your favourite tracks, I guess?
Yeah, I do really like that track at the minute in Minimax.
And you must have been delighted, were you, to come out of that with the championship lead?
Yeah, I was. I loved it coming across the line and everyone cheering.
And this weekend you had a little bit of a problem in the heat you just had. I think you were taken out. So I guess this weekend, what's your target now? To go out of here with somewhere around about the championship lead? You may lose the championship lead, but as long as you're there or thereabouts, I guess. Would that be good? Yeah,
just picking up points. It's not the end of the round yet, so just picking up as many points as we can.
Yeah, that's true. Now, I did a promotional video for you years ago when you were looking to come into the Cadet Championship. You never ever got there. You were trying to looking for the funding. This is the first time we've seen you in the Championship, so I'm really chuffed for you that you've come in and you're right on the pace straight away. Is there anybody you want to thank particularly for your success so far and for being here at Super 1?
Well, I'd like to thank sponsors, Tile Mountain, SPR, my old karting team, Coles, and my dad and my family.
You're saying SPR there, Sam Pollock Racing?
Yeah.
And so where do you race then, Houghton Park?
We used to race mainly at Houghton Park and Wigan and club rounds and NKF and stuff like that.
Okay, so that's local to me. They're my local tracks, of course. Good luck this weekend. Hope you can come back from that earlier disappointment.
All right, thank you.
Great to hear from Miles Barthorpe of the Coles Racing team. He lines up on the second row of the grid. It's Littlewood and Edmondson on the front row from Barthorpe and Kitching. Hemera, Voisin, Cuss, Gornall, Alex Hughes and Charlie Knight on the fifth row of the grid from Murphy, Finch, Paleo and Trehorn. Not the biggest of grids, but this is Minimax. The racing should be frenetic. Here we go, and Edmondson has already got a brilliant start. Littlewood, however, is the leader. So into the first couple of corners at Oblivion and Crook. Littlewood is your leader. Let's not forget he was battling for the victory at round one and had that moment on the first lap. The 33 is there in third position, Max Edmondson, doing a grand job, but it's the 24, Miles Barthorpe, championship leader, who has moved up into second position on the back and a spin. Oh my word, that took forever for Sam Gornall. Out through Inkermans, lost the back end, and Sam Gornall, it's so easy to lose in greasy conditions. He was just about able to catch it on the way off the grass, but unfortunately that is his race very much compromised. We're on board with Alex Hughes. Brody Trehorn up the road from us didn't start the race at round one, if you remember. He had that incident on the rolling lap and spun it into the barriers. He's got a great opportunity to come back. Another spin further back. I didn't quite see who that was, but there was a spin coming out of the toe of the boot. And obviously, these very tricky and slippery conditions, this is a nightmare for drivers, because as you can see, they've all gone for slick tyres because it's not heavy enough to need wets. And there is Barthorpe in the lead in front of Littlewood. They actually nudged each other on the way through Christmas, but this is that awkward point in the race, Alan, where you've got to be on slicks, because wets, it's not wet enough to make the wet tyres usable, but it's still spitting, and that's making it very greasy indeed.
Very, very light, certainly, as you say. You could not have started this race with wets on, and if you did, you'd be losing it because you'd be miles behind by now, to be honest. Littlewood got a little bit lucky there, Jake, looking up the inside. A little bit of contact, not enough to dislodge his front fairing, I'm sure. As we look at Maciek Hemera there in fifth place currently, as things stand. But Marcus will not want to blot his copybook as he did last time. Now, I want to say this as well. I think it was his dad that was on Facebook apologising to everybody for the move that he made. A little bit ambitious, got a little bit carried away with things on the first lap at PF. And I like to see that, people holding their hands up and say, look, made a move, wasn't deliberate. He spun out, but unfortunately collected a number of other drivers in the process. But his dad was quick to go on social media and apologise for that, and that was nice to see.
What a gentleman. That's always very difficult to see that kind of humble humility. And that's a move up the inside. That's into fourth position, I think that is now. Oh, sorry, into fifth position, Maciej Hemera. The 33, however, has made the move. Max Edmondson down to 4th position he goes. So that is the 35 making progress. Callum Voisin, one of the countless rookies in this field. Obviously, most of them in the 2018 campaign are rookies in the Minimax class. Back up the inside, though. Edmondson gets Voisin once again. Magic Amera is right in there in the 11, trying to come through to 4th. Oh, that's brave.
Brilliant move.
That's an amazing move into Inkermans. That's a really stony nerve steal from there. Amera, he's going to lose it from going wide, is he? Oh, cuts back across at Ashby. Brilliantly done. And now in 6th position, that is the 27, Archie Kitching, trying to get one over on the 35, Callum Voisin. Nerves of steel, though, from Magic Amera. Absolutely superb run from the 11. And now we've got this battle as the 41 tries to come up the inside. That is Brodie Trahorn trying to make the move on Sean Cuss as they run out for the far side. Terrific stuff. Really great battling here as they continue to move forward. Barthorpe, your leader from Littlewood. Edmondson, Hamera, Voisin, Kitching, Cuss and Trahorn up the inside. This is another good overtaking spot opportunity for the 27 of Kitching. Can't get past Voisin. 41 in there, Trahorn having made the move on Sean Cuss. Alex Hughes trying to close up. He's our cameraman, Alex Hughes. And then Charlie Knight, the only non-rookie in the field, would you believe, is there in 10th position from Murphy, Paleo, Finch and Gornall, who's making recovery drives up the inside. Brodie Trahorn makes the move this time on Cuss, and on Kitching, sorry, and Cuss goes with him. So that's 2 places made up for Brodie Trahorn. Great racing from him. We're on board with Alex Hughes. This is a great look at the guys in front of us. Archie Kitching at the back of the queue at the moment, but he was at the front of this queue at the moment. Look how close they're getting through that final turn. You really get to appreciate it here on board with Alex Hughes as Barthorpe and Littlewood have checked out in front. This is the race for 3rd position, led by Edmondson. Magic Amera in 4th place. Callum Voisin in 5th from Brodie Trahorn now up into 6th position. Great racing between these 3. Is there going to be a move from Voisin? Not into that tight right-hander, you don't. Up towards Ashby they go. Edmondson trying to slam that door shut on Hamera. They go through Parker and then up towards Chapman. Here comes Hamera into Chapman. 3rd position, no problem at all. He actually caught Edmondson a little bit out of sorts there.
It's remarkable, the lead that Miles Barthorpe has, isn't it, over Marcus Littlewood, who's got a big lead over the rest.
Yeah.
This is really the battle on the track. I don't think we're going to see a lot of Miles Barthorpe. He's nowhere in the picture. It's unbelievable, this performance.
He's a 2.5 seconds clear of Littlewood, who's 3 seconds clear of the rest. So Littlewood doing his very best to run with them in the spirit of Senna Card. It looks amazing. Up the inside, Edmondson's going to come back for 3rd. Amera's got nothing to do but slot back in and try again up the run towards Ashby. Out of Inkermans. Is he going to dive back on the inside? No, because Trahorn's going for it. Into 5th position on the inside of Voisin. That was brave from Trahorn because Voisin was already going for a move on Hamera, but Trahorn stuck it on the inside, says I'm going for it. Hamera gets 3rd into Chapman as well. Terrific overtaking.
And Trahorn started down back of the grid, Jake. 14th out of the 14. Edmondson up the inside, looks like he's got that done, but Trahorn is on a mission here to get a podium minimum up the inside. That's Sean Cuss in front of us. Again, watching the carts run the concrete, get really close to the outside barrier. The barrier, of course, is, as we said earlier, the track limit.
Well, look, Hamera has actually got a little bit of breathing space between himself and Edmondson.
Trahorn.
He needs to use that as Trahorn goes for the move in Christmas. He's there, no problem at all. Voisin moves to cover Cuss, and then we've got Hughes in front of, I think that's the 14 in there, is it? Alex Hughes actually now at the back of the queue, thinking about it, because now the 27, Archie Kitching, is under threat.
Oh, he was looking up the inside there. We're back on board with Hughes as he come down into this hairpin at Chapman. Right-handed now onto the inside straight. They come towards the boot. That's the ankle of the boot. They go through the toe, the right-hander here. That'll bring them down to the heel where we've got this final turn. Flat out, of course, these days because the concrete is in play again. They get close, not really close. We'll see a few later in the day, I think, getting closer than that.
Well, pound for pound, I think you have to say, considering how close the wall is, as Trahorn goes for the move on Hamera. I thought Hamera would be gone, but Trahorn has caught him up and made the move for 3rd place. Great run this from Brodie Trahorn. He has re-established his reputation after the difficulties at PF. He is now back in top form. Great to see him making his way up to 3rd position in front of Machi Hamera. I was going to say, and we'll get another opportunity to see it as Alex Hughes gets a look on the inside of the 27 of Archie Kitching once again. They come down towards the boot. The ankle, toe and heel, one of the toughest complexes in British karting. It really is. Very difficult to get right, particularly the toe here, as Kitching makes the move on Cuss. Look, he was able to get through on the second part of the apex of the toe. A lot of people underestimate the toe of the boot because they see it on the television, they think, well, that's just one corner. It's not. It's two apexes. You've got to get it absolutely spot on, and the exit of that second apex is where you can make a move, as up the inside goes Hughes. Makes the move on Sean Cuss. The back end was all over the place under braking.
Tell you what, we're only into the second race of the weekend. The second final, we're seeing Junior Rotats, great overtaking in that, and we're seeing some fantastic driving in this as well by the guys. Lovely clean overtakes throughout. Let's hope it stays that way. Here's another one.
Well, that's
Looks
Cuss
like
back.
Sean Cuss.
Cuss back on Hughes again. So those two continuing to swap positions as they run around the circuit together. Look at the rest of the field. They've just left them behind. This battle is so fast at this precise moment. And there is Charlie Knight leading the battle with Jack Finch in tow. And then, of course, we've got the likes of Murphy and Gornall. Gornall's caught him up. So there's a good opportunity now for Gornall to sit on the back of Jed Murphy. Here comes Hamera. Hamera's going to make the move on Trey Horn. Edmondson's going to get them both.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant move.
Superb bit of overtaking there from Edmondson. He saw that there was space. He saw that Hamera had Trey Horn. Trey Horn's going to get Hamera back in Ashby and run him out of road. Hamera's got no room. Oh, he's going to go to the back of the queue. What a shame from Hamera. Perfect move from Trey Horn. Got the move there on the inside of Hamera.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. He had track position. He can go as wide as he likes once he's got past him, and he was.
Well, where is Hamera? I thought he joined the queue at the back, but I don't think he's actually come through this time by. No, he's out. He's out of it. He's had another spin, and I know why that's happened, because he went off on the mud, and all of the tyres have been completely saturated in moisture. He's come onto the course, turned in for the left-hander at Parker, and the cart's just swapped ends.
Exactly. The little bit of drizzle that we've had has made the grass really wet. So once you go off on the grass, you're getting a lot of moisture on your tyres, and you better be careful with that for the next half a lap at least, to get rid of that moisture. It looks like he's had another issue, but he's still in there, but well down the field now.
Well, Trey Horn, absolutely perfect move that was. Up the inside goes Hughes. Oh, sorry, Cuss. That is Cuss on Kitching. So Cuss gets through the 21, and now he's trying to tuck in behind Voisin, who is getting quite frustrated. Sat here behind the battle in front of him. Voisin trying to get back on terms with Trey Horn. Edmondson still there in third position, don't forget, as they come across the line once again. Edmondson, Trey Horn, Voisin, Cuss, Kitching and Hughes, with Hamera having slipped down to 13th position.
Look at the lead. We've not seen Miles Barthorpe. Miles,
He's
just
five clear.
just for next time, Miles, slow down a bit, because you don't see yourself very much. Listen, I don't think his dad or he will be bothered about that, because they're quite happy to win by 4 or 5 seconds every time, but he's 5 seconds clear of Littlewood, who's 5 seconds clear of this battle for third.
Well, that's just what happens in greasy conditions, and we know how good Littlewood is in the wet. We saw it beautifully at PF. There you just saw a glimpse of him as he went into the boot. Edmondson trying to hang on to this third place battle in front of Trey Horn, Voisin, Cuss, Kitching and Hughes, and it is an absolute minefield out there.
You're saying Marcus Littlewood was great in the wet. He was during the weekend, but not in that final that we saw, because that's when it all went pear-shaped.
You've got to remember he's a rookie, although a lot of them are rookies, but that pressure cooker can sometimes get to you, but he's been very quick to respond. His performance here belies the talent that we have seen, and it's great to see him bounce back and re-emerge into the position that he's supposed to be in.
Yeah, I like the fact that they apologised afterwards if they caused anyone an inconvenience, shall we say. Took a couple of other drivers out with him, unfortunately. Never took out the man he was overtaking. Talking about overtaking.
That's a late lunge.
A little bit of contact there.
Goodness me, that's a late lunge from Voisin. I think that was just irritation and getting impatient. Sat behind Trey Horn. He's like, come on, I need to get through. I am getting so impatient sat here in 5th place, and I've got a very feisty Sean Cuss on my tail. Get on with it, Brody. If you don't get past Max, I'm going to get past you and get the job done. That was very late indeed from Voisin. I'm not saying that was a bad move, because he did have space to make it happen. He just wasn't quite able to commit to the exit because there wasn't enough space to finish the job. There was certainly enough to get the move started, though.
Clock's counted down. So we'll get the last lap board, about a lap and a half to go then. Last lap board as they cross the line next time.
Edmondson,
all the drivers will get.
Defending like crazy in third position as he holds to cover. That was a very smooth line from Edmondson to hang on in front of Trey Horn. He knows now that there is absolutely no chance. Barthorpe is through and into the last lap. No problem at all for our leader, Miles Barthorpe. You can see the virtual championship points up in the top corner of your screen there. Barthorpe will leave here if things remain as they are with an 18-point advantage.
That's a big lead as well. That is a big lead. And Littlewood's got, as things stand, 3 points over Edmondson, and Kitching is well back in fourth place on 3.37. So Barthorpe sets the fastest
Oh
lap.
no, that's a big problem for the 21 of Sean Cuss. Hughes gets through, nudges the fairing. That's the kind of thing that could end up with a 10-second penalty for the 21. That's a real problem.
Looks okay though, looks like it's still in position, Jake.
Oh, thank goodness for that from his point of view, as Trayhorn is defending like crazy in Voisin spins, and that does take out Edmondson. Oh, Barthorpe's going to get the flag. Barthorpe will win the race, no problem. Littlewood will be second. Trayhorn's going to hang on for third. There is Littlewood coming across the line, but a big disaster for those two who have clattered together. Trayhorn's going to come across the line in third. Oh, Edmondson and Voisin are the ones who are caught out in that. Hughes is fourth from Sean Cuss and Archie Kitching. And across the line, we continue on with the 33 Edmondson just getting in front of Jack Finch, and a rather irritable Callum Voisin coming across the line in 12th in the end of it all. What a disaster though from him. Barthorpe takes the victory in front of Littlewood. Brodie Trayhorn in third. Alex Hughes, our cameraman, comes home for fourth in front of Cuss and Kitching. Edmondson only seventh at the flag in the final failing. And then Finch, Knight and Puleo round out the top 10.
Miles, another win for you this season, over 7 seconds this time. Just talk us a little bit through the race.
Yeah, I knew that Marcus was going to be quick and everyone else was on pace, so I just tried to get away as quick as I could.
And you did a good job at that. I mean, have you done a lot of testing building up to this, or was it just the work throughout the weekend with the team?
Yeah, we came last weekend and we were on pace with Marcus, so we knew we were going to be there or thereabouts.
But the weekend not so straightforward altogether, was it? It had its ups and downs, didn't it?
Yeah, it was quite hard to get the kart right for the final because we didn't really know what the track was going to be like.
How's that been like in your class, trying to get used to the differing conditions?
Yeah, it was all right. We've got a good team behind us, so yeah.
Who would you like to thank for the win?
Tile Mountain, Scott in Tyre Engineering, Coles and SPR, and my family.
A very healthy 18-point lead for Barthorpe over Littlewood. Edmondson is only a few points back. Kitching and Cuss picking up the spoils at the moment. In part 3, it's Honda Cadet.